Okay. Now here I would take the points. What about the second settings? Yes, second setting is okay for us. And now let's see the points. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa, and I am here with you. Accordance with titles and thumbnails, yes, today we are roasting our beautiful moments. Uh, today we are roasting Maulana Abu Toha Adnan. Now, here is the topic about democracy versus Islamic Khelaphat. Generally, Maulana Abu Toha Adnan wants uh, Islamic Khelaphat in Bangladesh, and personally, Islamic Khelaphat in Bangladesh, it is the not concerned, but here Abu Toha Adnan blames the significant points of the democracy, where today's topic is United States of America versus Iran. And here I would discuss that how United States of American democracy is best and how Iranian Khilafat is worse. Here I would notify it. Okay. First of all, here it is the first point at the moment. Okay. And here we can see Maulana Abu Toha says significant points about the to promote Islamic Caliphate. Now let's see. Okay. Now here we could see that Maulana Abu Toha Adnan say that if here is a ballot box, if left side would be a nuclear exposure and right side would be nuclear exposure, that is not concern. The concern is uh, election would be clear at the points. Okay. Now here we can see it is the points that Maulana Abu Toha Adnan says that the democratic system does not allow you to elect the Islamic prime ministers or Islamic presidents. Okay. Now let's see. Here is the points. What if United States contains first feminine Khalifa Hillary Clinton's in 2026? Okay. Here we can see that is the moments. Well, and here now let's check it. Here United States attacks on Tehran to eliminate Iranian terrorist Ali Khomeini. It is Murtaza Khomeini. Here departure is Washington DC, the capital city of United States of America, and arrival is Tehran, Iran. Uh, Flying distance is 11,000 kilometers, and the flying velocity is 1 kilometer per hour. Now let's see the flying. What is the flying timings? The flying timing is 11,000 years. That means 35 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 seconds. And on the other hand, Now let's back to the reality. Reality is when United States contends the misogynist President Donald Trump in 2026, here United States attacks on Tehran to eliminate Iranian terrorist Ali Khamenei. Here departure is Washington DC, United States of America, and arrival is Tehran, Iran. Flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Flying timing is 1 second. In both cases, half of weight of F-16 fighter planes is 100,000 kilograms. Okay. And now, here we can see that what is the meanings of the Islamic Khelaphat, where the meanings we can say about the uh, Western democracy. Okay, Western democracy is not a point. It is the point is democracy versus Islamic Caliphate, and here we want to discuss that how Islamic Caliphate would affect on United States Air Force versus how uh, democracy would be effect on United States Air Force. First of all, here we can see that United States contains the misogynist President Donald Trump, and in 2026, because here in 2024, at the November month, the citizens of United States of America elect Donald Trump at the 332 is to 260 electoral seats. Here Kamala Harris has been defeated by Donald Trump, and Donald Trump became president. And now here hence we can say the what is the effects. Now Iran contains Islamic Caliphate, I mean Shia Caliphate, Khomeini Caliphate. United States attack the enemy of United States of America is Iranian Islamic Caliphate. Hence, United States want to attack on Tehran, the capital city of Iran, to eliminate Iranian revolutionary terrorists. And here, the departure is what is the departure? Departure is Washington DC of United States of America. And where is the arrival destination? Arrival destination is Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Here flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Harsh. And now the significant points is what is the flying times? Flying time since Donald Trump is United States misogynist president, here flying time is 1 second. Because here we can say the flying time distance is 11,000 kilometers, hence the flying velocity is 11,000 kilometers per second. And here half of weight of F-16 fighter planes is 100,000 kilograms. It is the points at half of weight of planes. Okay. And now, what is the meaning of 1 second flying timing with the difference of 11,000 kilometers? That is, since United States contains the misogynist President Donald Trump in 2026, here with the flying distance of 11,000 kilometers, here departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 11, 2026, and here arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 1 second past, March 11, 2026. and it is the points. But if we contains the, if United States of America contains the feminine Khalifa, Hillary Clinton's, then what would be the points? The point is that when United States Air Force to attack on Tehran to eliminate Iranian revolutionary terrorists, here we can see that Hillary Clinton based United States Air Force departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026. And what is the arrival time? Arrival time is evening 6 o'clock, March 9, 13,026. Because flying time would be 11,000 years in lieu of 1 second because of United States containing the feminine Khalifa. Okay. And here is the points. Here we can see this moment. Okay. Now it is the Khelaphat in United States of America. But what about the Islamic Khelaphat in Iranian Revolutionary Guards? Here I would notify this. That is the significant moments, as we could see. Well, here we can see what if United States contains first feminine Khalifa Iranian Revolutionary Guards in 2026. Okay. Now here Iran actually contains own Islamic Khalifa as a Iranian Revolutionary Guards. Okay. Now here departure is Tehran, Iran, or arrival is Washington DC of United States of America. Here flying distance is 11,000 kilometers and the flying velocity is 11,000 kilometers per hour. Hours. And here one flying timing would be 1 hour, that means 3600 seconds. And what would be the meanings? The meaning is clear. Here we can see the meaning would be when the flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Here we could see that plane is Sukhoi 37, departure is Tehran, Iran, and arrival is Washington DC of the United States of America. Here departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026. On the other times, the arrival time would be morning 7 o'clock, March 10, 2026. And that is the point. Okay. And here is the points about the moments when the war is between United States of America versus Iran. Here United States of America is United States of America is to assist Israel in the war between Israel versus Iran. And here actually the war is between United States Israel ally versus Iran at the momentum. And here we can say that is the significant points, that what is the moments. Here flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Iranian Sukhoi 37 made in Russia contains the velocity of 11,000 kilometers per hour. And here that is the points What is the half of weight of Sukhoi 37 fighter planes? That is 1000 kilograms. Here departure time is morning 6 o'clock, Ox, March 12, 2026. I think I would say the real points. March 10, 2026. And here arrival time would be morning 7 o'clock, March 7, 2026. And it is the points that we can notify this Iranian Islamic Khelaphat contains their own fighter planes with the velocity of 11,000 kilometers per hour. And in these moments, when we can contain the Islamic Khelaphat of United States of America like Hillary Clinton's, here our F-16 fighter plane velocity would be 1 kilometer per year, where the original United States President Donald Trump period, here F-16 fighter plane contains the velocity of 11,000 kilometers per second, and that is the significant points that what is the difference between Islamic Khelaphat in United States of America and what is democracy in United States of America. Let's say at comparison points. Okay. Now here is Iranian Islamic Khelaphat contains fighter plane with the velocity of 11,000 km per hour. And now when United States of America would contain Islamic Khelaphat, F-16 fighter plane would contain 1 kilometer per year. On the other hand, since United States of America contains democracy, F-16 fighter plane contains 11,000 km per second. And here, in the perception of Iranian Sukhoi 70 velocity of 11,000 km per hour, whereas F-16 fighter plane would be 1 kilometer per year, and where is 11,000 kilometer per second as F-16 fighter plane velocity. And here we can say United States of America get the rescue from Islamic Khelaphat, and that is the significant moments that why we United States ordinary citizen reject Islamic Khelaphat and accept the democracy, and that is our significant achievement. Okay, because when United States of America is a democratic country, when the enemy Iranian revolutionary terrorist is to be eliminated in the missions, United States F-16 fighter planes can travel 11,000 kilometers per second. Okay. Now we have talked the points. Okay. Now let's see that what is the next point. Okay. The next point is the significant as it clears at the moment. Well, United States of America. Now next point is our the flying timings. Okay. Now when the travel time is 11,000 kilometers as the flying distance. Here, Iranian Islamic Khelaphat so contains flight plane that can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 hour. Now, if Islamic Khelaphat would be established in United States of America, here that can travel, F-16 fighter plane can travel 11,000 kilometers in 11,000 years, where departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026, and arrival time is evening 6 o'clock, March 9, 13,026. But now, since United States of America is the democratic country, well, here F-16 fighter plane can travel almost 11,000 kilometers per second in 1 second. Where departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026, and the arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 1 second past at March 10, 2026. And here is the significant achievement as we can see the points. And here, that is the moments as we can notify at the journey. Okay. Here we are talking about the what if United States contains first feminine Khalifa like Hillary Clinton. But here we have forgotten about Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. Now let's talk about Tulsi Gabbard as the significant moments. Okay. Where is Tulsi Gabbard? Where is Tulsi Gabbard? Yes. It is the points of Tulsi Gabbard. Now, here we can see the points. What if United States contains first feminine Khalifa Tulsi Gabbard in 2026? Yes. Now, in the Khelaphat of Tulsi Gabbard in 2026, as a hypothetical points, United States Air Force would attack Tehran to eliminate Iranian terrorist Ali Khamenei. Here, departure is Washington DC, the United States of America, and arrival is Tehran of Iran. Here, flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Well, what is the flying times? What is the flying velocity? As we can see, just here I have two riders, and okay, now here now here I contains the right here points hour. Okay, it is hour. Well, the velocity would be 1 kilometer per hour. Here, flying timing would be 11,000 hours. What? Now let's see. What is the meaning of 11,000 hours? Okay, 11,000 hours is 2 months. 2 years, 6 months, 2 days, 8 hours. Where departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026. Here arrival time is afternoon 2 o'clock, September 12, 2028. And that is the significant points as we could notify. Okay. And and here now we can say that what is the beneficial of uh, Donald Trump to be misogynist president of United States of America in lieu of feminine Khalifa of United States of America to be Tulsi Gabbard. Now, when in the hypothetical scenario, feminine Khalifa of United States of America, Tulsi Gabbard, period, here flying velocity is 1 kilometer per hour, and here when in the real scenario Donald Trump presidency of United States of America period, here flying F-16 fighter plane contains the flying velocity is 11,000 km per second, where Islamic revolutionary terrorists, I mean Islamic Khelaphat of Iran contains Sukhoi 37 with the velocity of 11,000 km per hour. Okay, here is Islamic Khelaphat of Iran contains 11,000 km per hour. Now, if United States of America would be a Khelaphat country under United States feminine Khalifa Tulsi Gabbard, here F-16 fighter plane contains the velocity of 1 kilometer per hour. But now, here United States of America is the democratic country in the real life, and here Donald Trump is the President of United States of America. Here F-16 fighter plane contains the velocity of 11,000 km per second. Where is 1 km per hour and where is 11,000 km per second? Okay. Now here we can see it is the second. It is point of velocity. Now difference. Now here we know that when United States would contain the Islamic Khelaphat, F-16 fighter plane would contain the highest velocity of 1 kilometer per hour. But now, here the point is, what is the impact on the United States versus Iran war? The impact of United States versus Iran war is very significant points. Okay. Now, United States feminine Khalifa Tulsi Gabbard would order to attack on Iranian revolutionary terrorists in Tehran. Here departure is United States of America, capital city Washington DC, and arrival place is Tehran, the capital city of Iran. And it is the significant moments that here we can notify that the significant point is flying distance would be 11,000 kilometers and the flying time would be 11,000 hours. That means 2 years, 6 months, 2 days. Now, in morning 6 o'clock, 30 minutes past at the March 10, 2026, well, Iranian terrorists get information that, well, United States Air Force has been diverted from, United States F-16 fighter plane has been diverted from Washington DC, the capital city of United States of America. And their target is Tehran, the capital city of Iran, with to eliminate Iranian revolutionary terrorists. But here information is it would to arrive the Tehran, the capital city of Iran, it would take 2 years, 6 months, 2 days, 8 hours. And what is the point? the significant point is that then Iranian revolutionary terrorists can get the proper preparation time to attack on Washington DC, the capital city of United States of America, because Iranian Islamic Khelaphat can contain Sukhoi 37 with the velocity of 11,000 km per hour, where F-16 fighter planes under United States Feminine Khalifa Tulsi Gabbard can contain the velocity of 1 km per hour, where is 11,000 km per hour and where is 1 km per hour. Here we can say that Iranian Islamic Khelaphat with Sukhoi 37 would be 11,000 times faster to attack on Tulsi Gabbard, United States of America. Here, Islamic Khelaphat of Iran can attack here Islamic Khelaphat United States of America in 11,000 times at the moment. And here we can say United States of America under Islamic Khelaphat would be defeated by Islamic Khelaphat of Iran. That is the significant loss by United States of America under Islamic Caliphate. Okay. Now here is the comments. Are you okay? Now here we can see the points. I contains your significant moments. Now here is a man named Rabbi. She said, I am boy or girl. Okay. Now here we can see, here is my question that, well, if Rabbi would marry me, it is my questions because she asked if I am a boy or girl. Okay. Now here, let's back to the topics. And here, that is significant moments as we can say that how is the cons of Islamic Khelaphat in United States of America. Now let's see, what is the pro of United States of America with the democracy? Well, now here we contain the democratic president like Donald Trump. Hence, here our when the topic is about United States of America versus Iran, here United States of America. Well, we can say that United States of America contains F-16 fighter planes with the velocity of 11,000 km per second, where Islamic Khelaphat, Iranian Islamic Revolutionary terrorists can contain 11,000 km per hour. Now, where in the period of Donald Trump, when the departure time is morning 6 o'clock. So, departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026. Here arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 1 second past, March 10, 2026. And this is here flying because when flying distance is 11,000 kilometers, here flying timing is 1 second. And this is in this point, Iranian Islamic Khelaphat contains no clue to get any preparation time to escape from United States F-16 fighter planes. And here, because here we can say that F-16 fighter plane is now 3600 times faster than Iranian Islamic Khelaphat with Sukhoi 37. And that is the moments United States of America can defeat the Islamic Khelaphat of Iran. It is the points we can see that is the pro of democracy in United States of America. Now, it is the benefit that why we United States citizens can contest and voting electric voting machines to vote our favorite presidents like Donald Trump. Okay. Now here we can say the points. Was it necessary to oh nice. Here we can see this moments. Rabbi, your content is, Rabbi, your comment is so beautiful and we appreciate your comments. But here, and here is my response to your comments. Here we can see. And now, here our point is, what is the benefits of democracy in United States of America and what is the issues of Islamic Khelaphat in United States of America. And now it is the points. It is not only about the United States of America. It is the benefits of every democrat countries when our enemy is with Sukhoi 37 containing the velocity of 11,000 km per hour, and if we are Islamic Khelaphat countries, and here we can see our F-16 fighter planes contains the velocity of 1 km per hour as the highest velocity, and at the normal velocity that would be almost 1 km per 365 days, and that is the significant moments. And here we can see that is the significant points that enemy can defeat our country in the several times, and I don't know that how much time it would be in points. That would be 1 million, or that would be 11,000 times at the lowest points. But if we are democratic countries, hence you can say that if we are democratic countries, then our F-16 fighter planes would contain 11,000 km per second at the velocity of F-16 fighter planes. Well, enemy is 11,000 kilometers away. Well, that means the distance between our country and our enemy country is 11,000 kilometers. And here we can see that is the significant points. Flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Then when our enemy contains the Sukhoi 37 with almost what? Sukhoi 37 with 11,000 kilometers per hour, then we are 360 times more faster than our enemies. And here it is the significance for me that our enemy contains no clue to escape from our F-16 fighter planes attacks, and that is the beneficial for that is the beneficial for F-16 fighter planes. I mean, that is the beneficial for democracies of every progressive countries, and that is, here we can see the points. Okay, and now here we could see that is the points as we could see. But our honorable Islamic Maulana Abu Toha Adnan claims that she wants the Islamic Khelaphat countries as the Islamic Khelaphat Bangladesh. That means she wants the Islamic Khelaphat rulers in Bangladesh. And now, when Islamic political leaders can be elected as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh in the process of democracy, that is good for Maulana Abu Toha Adnan. But Maulana Abu Toha Adnan believes that that United States, Western countries containing the democratic policy does not allow us to contest the Islamic Prime Minister of Bangladesh as a democratic policy process. Okay, but Maulana Abu Toha Adnan does not mention that what is the problem of Islamic Khelaphat governments. Where now let's check at the points. Well, when your country the distance between your country and your enemy country Iran is almost 5,000 kilometers, then Islamic countries, I mean your Islamic political leaders want to establish Islamic Khelaphat in Bangladesh, hence that here your country can contain and fighter planes with the velocity of 1 kilometer per hour, where flying distance is 5,000 kilometers, flying time would be 5,000 hours. But when your country contains the secular political leaders or a political leader who does not believe the Islamic rules, if the non-Islamic political leader can be Prime Minister of your country, here when your the distance between you and the enemy country would be 5,000 kilometers, the non-Islamic Prime Minister of your country would contain the fighter plane with the velocity of 5,000 kilometers per second. And enemy countries would contain always 5,000 kilometers per hour. Hence, what is the reaction time of your enemy country? That is 1 divided by 3,600 enter seconds as a reaction time. Hence, your enemy countries contains no clue. It is the points that what is the pro of democracy and what is the con of Islamic Khelaphat, where enemy is Iran, and it is that is the same process that United States realize that our enemy country is Iranian revolutionary terrorist, and the distance between our country and Islamic revolutionary terrorists in Iran is 11,000 km per second. And now, the point is, if we need the Islamic Khelaphat to contest the F-16 fighter plane with 1 km per hour, or we need the democracy to contest F-16 fighter planes with the velocity of 11,000 km per second. And that is the moment that is significant points. Okay. Now here we can see what if Islamic Khelaphat in Iran contains JF-17 with the velocity of 11,000 kilometers per minute. And here we can see the points. Here, departure time is Tehran, the capital. Departure place is Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026. Here, arrival time is, arrival place is Washington DC, the United States of America. Here, arrival time is morning 6 o'clock, 1 minute past, March 10, 2026. And this is the significant points. Okay. And now, here we can say that what about the arrival moments? Here the arrival points is here. It is the significant moments that we can say how Islamic Khelaphat in United States of America is problematic for United States of America when the topic is the war between United States of America versus Iran. Now, when United States Air Force is dedicated to eliminate the Iranian revolutionary terrorists in Tehran, the capital city of Iran, where departure is Washington DC, the capital city of United States of America. Here we can see that is the significant moments. Well, arrival time. Here we can see the significant democratic moments. It is the arrival time. What about the points? Tulsi Gabbard departure time is morning 6 o'clock, March 10, 2026, and arrival time is afternoon 2 o'clock, September 12, 2028. That means the flying timing would be 2 years, 6 months, 2 days, 8 hours. But when United States contains Donald Trump as a president, president in the democratic process, elections, then what would happen? The point is, United States Air Force can contain F-16 fighter planes with the flying velocity of 11,000 km per second. And here we can say that that is the significant moments as Iranian Islamic Khelaphat terrorists contains no clue to escape from the attack of United States F-16 fighter planes under the period of President Donald Trump. Okay, here is the significant points. And now let's about the velocity as the timing. When the flying distance is 11,000 kilometers, here Iranian Islamic Khelaphat terrorists with JF-17 Chinese fighter planes that can travel in 1 minute. And now F-16 fighter plane under United States Islamic Feminine Khalifa Tulsi Gabbard can contains can fly 11,000 kilometers in 11,000 hours. Where is 1 minute and where is 11,000 hours? Well, that is 660,000 times. F-16 can be 660,000 times slower than Iranian revolutionary J-17 when F-16 fighter United States F-16 fighter planes contains their own Islamic feminine Khalifa like Tulsi Gabbard. But when United States contains the Democratic presidents like Donald Trump, then what would be the points? The points of Donald Trump would be like that. Here we can see the points of where here is Iranian revolutionary J-17 that can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 minute. But here is United States President Donald Trump with F-16 fighter plane that can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 second. Where is 1 minute and where is 1 second? Here, F-16 fighter plane can be 60 times faster than Iranian revolutionary JF-17. Now here we can see when the Iranian revolutionary JF-17 can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 minute, then where is 660,000 times slower F-16 fighter planes and where is 60 times faster fighter planes? It is the significant achievement we can get only the democratic governments of United States of America, and that is the significant points that what United States of America get the achievements at the moment. Okay, but Maulana Abu Toha Adnan do not want you the what is the benefit of democracy, because here Maulana Abu Toha Adnan does not need your country to be faster, 60 times faster than your enemy country, where your country contains F-16 fighter planes, your enemy country contains JF-17 and accordance with velocity flying distance is 5,000 kilometers. And here we can see that is the significant points. Well, and here it is the points we can see that what is the best policy of democratic policies and what is the best policy of F-16 fighter planes. Okay, and now here we can see the points. All of capital Rabi 19. Okay, and here I would remember as the moments, or I would try to remember it. Don't worry. Okay, now let's take it that how we can say that is the policies as moments. Here we have mentioned velocity, we have mentioned timing, and now we have to mention the kinetic powers to say the how democracy is beneficial for United States of America when the war between United States of America versus Iran. Okay, and now Here we can see that is the significant journeys. Well. Now here we can see that is the ultra moves as we could notify. Uh, okay. Now here we can see the points. Uh, well, here United States contains the feminine Khalifa life, Hillary Clinton's. Hence, what is the kinetic powers? The kinetic power is 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 16 watts. Okay. And now let's check the points. When United States contains feminine Khalifa like Tulsi Gabbard, what is the kinetic powers? Kinetic power is 0.195 milliwatts. Okay. Now let's see what about Iranian Islamic Khalifa contains kinetic powers when plane is Sukhoi 37 with the velocity of 11,000 km per hour, that is almost 259.3 megawatts. And let's see, check it. What now since when United States contains the misogynist presidents, here we can say the points. The F-16 fighter plane kinetic power is 12.1 trillion megawatts. And now here we can say that how can I mention the proper calculations of kinetic powers. Here we can see the points. Okay. Now first of all, here we could see that is the significant moments. Well. The United States of America under Donald Trump period. Here we can see the F-16 fighter planes contains the velocity of 11,000 km per second, where flying distance is 11,000 kilometers. Here flying timing is 1 second. And now let's see. We know that kinetic equation of kinetic power is half of weight of F-16 fighter plane multiplied by the flying distance square divided by flying time cube. And here we can see if what if United States contains the Islamic feminine Khalifa Hillary Clinton in 2026. Here the flying distance would be 11,000 kilometers, where flying timing would be almost 11,000 years. That means 35 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 seconds. Okay. Now here, let's check it the points. What if United States contains Islamic Khalifa like Tulsi Gabbard? F-16 fighter plane can travel 11,000 kilometers in 11,000 hours. What is 11,000 hours here? That is 396 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 seconds. Okay. Now here that is the moments. Okay, when Iranian revolutionary terrorists, that is Islamic Khelaphat terrorists in Iran, can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 hour with Sukhoi 37. Here the and both of Tulsi Gabbard and Iranian Islamic Khelaphat. Here equation of kinetic power is half of weight of F-16 fighter planes or Sukhoi 37 multiplied by flying distance square divided by flying time cube. Okay. But when the topic is real scenario of United States Democratic Misogynist President Donald Trump in 2026, it is the significant points, and that is somehow the great achievements at the moment. The great achievements we can see here, the equations of kinetic power becomes half of weight of F-16 fighter planes multiplied by distance square. And here, kinetic power is kinetic energy, where kinetic power is owned by Donald Trump F-16 fighter planes. Because here, flying distance is 11,000 kilometers and flying time is 1 second. Here, observation is flying time can be flying timing square equal to flying timing cube equal to flying timing to the power 7 equal to flying timing to the power 666. Because what is the cost? The cost is here. What is the cost? The cost is very significant. Here, one square equal to 1 cube equal to 1 to the power 7 equal to 1 to the power 666 is always 1. Here we can see when the topic is about United States President Donald Trump F-16 fighter planes, here equation of kinetic power is half of weight of F-16 fighter planes multiplied by distance square. Here kinetic power is kinetic energy. And here we can see, now let's see the points. Half of weight of F-16 fighter planes is 10 to the power 5 kilograms. And here we can see the topics at the moment. Well, I think I have to state the points. Here we can say, I can say the moments at the Chinese. Well, 10 to the calculation is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 11 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square. Because what is flying distance? That is 11,000 kilometers. That is 11 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 meters. Okay. Now what is 10 to the power 6 square? That is 10 to the power 12. What is multiplication between 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 12? That is 10 to the power 17. What is 11 square? That is 121. Here the kinetic power is 121 multiplied by 10 to the power 17 watts. That is 12.1 trillion megawatt, where kinetic power is contained by F-16 fighter planes owned by United States President Donald Trump. Okay, here is the points as we can see. And now, what if United States contains the Islamic feminine Khelaphat like Hillary Clinton's? Here we can say what is 11,000 years? That is 35 multiplied by 10 to the power 10 seconds. And here the here the equations of kinetic power is half of weight of F-16 fighter planes multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. Here kinetic power is not kinetic energy. And here we can say what is the kinetic power is not kinetic energy, as we can see the points. Now what is the calculations? 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 11 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square, enter divided by bracket of 35 cube multiplied by 10 to the power 10 cube. Here the result we can see Calculation is 10 to the power negative 13 multiplied by 121 divided by 35 cube. That is, here we can see 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 16 watts as kinetic power of F-16 fighter planes owned by Islamic Khelaphat Hillary Clinton's United States Air Force. Okay. Now, what if United States contains Islamic feminine Khalifa like Tulsi Gabbard? And here we can see what is the points. Now here we can see that here is the same points that kinetic power is not kinetic energy because the flying distance is 11,000 kilometers and the flying time is 11,000 hours. That is 369 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 seconds. And that is the significant journeys as we could watch at the moment. Okay. Here, let's come to the topics at the points. Topic is very clear as we can see. What is the calculations of kinetic power? That is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 11 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square divided by 396 cube divided by 10 to the power 5 cube. What is 10 to the power 5 cube? That is 10 to the power 15. What is 10 to the power 7 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square? That is 10 to the power 17. What is division of 10 to the power 17 divided by 10 to the power 15? That is 100. Well, now let's see the points. What is 396 cube? That is 121 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 6 to the power 6. Okay. Now, what is the calculations? That is 100 divided by bracket of 11 multiplied by 6 to the power 6. And here we can say that what is the proper answers? Here proper answers became that 0.195 milliwatts. Okay. Now let's say what about the let's say what about Iranian revolutionary terrorist as a first feminine Khalifa of United States of America. Okay. Here we can see the mask of it is the face of Iranian revolutionary representative of to be feminine Khalifa of United States of America. Okay. Now here what is the calculations, equations? Accordance with the equations, kinetic power is not kinetic energy. Hence the equations is half of weight of Iranian Sukhoi 37 multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. When Iranian Sukhoi 37 can travel 11,000 kilometers in 1 hour, that is the significant points. That what is the significant moments? Okay, the significant moments is significant. That is here calculation is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 11 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square divided by bracket of 36 square multiplied by 10 square. I mean 36 cube multiplied by 10 square cube bracket close. Now let's see the points. What is 10 square cube? That is 10 to the power 6. What is the multiplication of 10 to the power 5 by 10 to the power 6 square? That is 10 to the power 17. What is 10 to the power 17 divided by 10 to the power 6? That is 10 to the power 11. Okay. Now here we can see the what is 36 cube? That is 6 to the power 6. Hence, the calculations is clear 10 to the power 11 multiplied by 121 divided by 6 to the power 6. And here is the result, that is 259.3 megawatts. Okay. Now let's see. Here is the points as comparison. When the point is to compare, well, Iranian revolutionary, okay, now significant moments. Iranian revolutionary girls contains Sukhi power with the kinetic Sukhi 37 with the kinetic powers of 360 megawatts. Now, F-16 fighter plane kinetic powers under feminine Khalifa Hillary Clinton is 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. I mean 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 16 watts. Well, here we contains United States President Donald Trump. Kinetic power of F-16 fighter plane is 12.1 trillion megawatt. Where is 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 16 watts, and where is 12.1 trillion megawatts? That is the significant achievement. And now what is 2.83 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 16 watts? That is 0.283 picowatts. Where is 0.283 picowatts, and where is, well, 12.1 trillion megawatts? And that is the significant difference, that which kinetic powers is needed for United States of America. Khalifa Hillary Clinton F-16 fighter planes or President Donald Trump F-16 fighter planes. That is the significant words. That is the points that how we need democracy in lieu of Islamic Khelaphat in United States of America. Okay. And now here is my first point. Now let's talk about the second point. The second point is significance. Now let's talk about the second point. The second point is here what when we contest the Islamic Khalifa of United States of America like Tulsi Gabbard and F-16 fighter plane kinetic power is 0.195 milliwatts. And here we can say that Iranian revolutionary terrorists as the Islamic Khelaphat contains Sukhoi 37 with the kinetic powers of 260 megawatts. And now when we contest United States President Donald Trump, here F-16 fighter planes kinetic power is 12.1 trillion megawatts. Where is zero in the perception of 260 megawatt? Where is 0.195 milliwatts, and where is 12.1 trillion megawatts? That is the significant achievement for democratic United States of America. And that's here we can see when United States of America contains the democratic policies, that is the most favorite points for United States of America, that is the beneficial for United States of America, that United States of America can defeat Iranian Islamic Khelaphat in the war between United States of America versus Iran. It is the points of kinetic powers. Okay, and that is the problem of Maulana Abu Toha Adnan. Because here we can say Maulana Abu Toha's problem is that we contents what is Maulana Abu Toha Adnan's problems? Maulana Abu Toha Adnan's problem is we contains the process to choose the leader to be president of our country who can manufacture or purchase a fighter plane with 5,000 km per second, where the distance between our country and our enemy country is 5,000 kilometers. Yes. Maulana Abu Toha Adnan needs a president as an Islamic Khelaphat that can manufacture or pursue a fighter plane with the velocity of 1 kilometer per hour when the distance between our country and our enemy country is 5,000 kilometers. And that is, we can say, when velocity is 1 kilometer per hour, well, flying distance is 5,000 kilometers, flying time would be 5,000 hours. Okay. What is 36 multiplied by 5? That is 180. Well, what is multiplication between 10 cube and 10 square? That is 10 to the power 5. Well, 180 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 is 18 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. And here is the points. Fighter plane weight is 100,000 kilograms. That means 10 to the power 5 kilograms. Okay. What is 5,000 kilometers? That is 5 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 meters. Well, flying distance square is 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 12 meter square. And here, what is the multiplication between 10 to the power 12 and 10 to the power 5? That is 10 to the power 17. What is the divisions of 10 to the power 17 by 10 to the power 6 cube? That is 10 to the power 17 divided by 10 to the power 18. That is here 1 divided by 10. Okay? And now, here we can see the points. The calculations is almost 25 divided by 180. And here we can say this moments. Kinetic power would be 1 divided by 7 watts. But that kinetic powers of the fighter planes, Islamic Khelaphat wants. But what kinetic powers of fighter planes democratic president wants? Here we can see the points. 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 12 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 is 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 17. That means 2.5 trillion megawatts. Okay, that is the significant moments and the points. Well, we need 2.5 trillion megawatts to protect our sovereignty of our country against the enemy country, where distance between the following enemy country and our country is 5,000 kilometers. But our Islamic Khelaphat leaders want to us to contest fighter planes with with the kinetic power of 1 divided by 7 watts. And here we can see it is the issues of these to be defeated by enemy country, where distance between me and enemy country is 5,000 kilometers, and that is the point. Um, that is the secret Maulana Abu Toha Adnan would not tell you. And here, that is the points of United States democracy that United States of America knows. And where United States America knows the pro of democracy and the cons of Islamic Khelaphat, and hence democracy is the signature by Western country at the points. And here we can see that is the significant points that democracy in this point is the points you cannot defeat the democracy when you are Islamic Caliphate, and that is the points Maulana Abu Toha Adnan know. Hence, Maulana Abu Toha Adnan provide the propaganda against the democracy, because when you are democratic, you are stronger at the points, and that is the problematic for Maulana Abu Toha Adnan. Okay, and now here we can see that is the points. Well, what is 60 cube? That is 268,000. Okay. Now what here we can, what is 216 square? That is 36 cube square. That is almost, I mean, a 6 cube square. That is 6 to the power 6. Now when here we can say the points. When Iranian Islamic Khelaphat terrorists can contain the kinetic powers of 45,656 megawatts, then here we can see the points. If United States contains the feminine Khalifa like 2 gigawatts, F-16 kinetic power would be 0.195 milliwatts. And where we contain democratic presidents like Donald Trump, here F-16 fighter planes contains the kinetic powers of 12.1 trillion megawatts, and that is the significant points. Democracy makes United States of America, particularly United States Air Force, get victory against the Iranian Khelaphat terrorists, as the war between United States of America versus Iran. And now I think we could not get any views as we expected. And now, well, I respect all of your points, and I would respect all our friendly, and I would respect all of our movements. And here, recently, I have respect the commenter channel's name, Rabbi-19, and here we can see the points. The response is very beautiful. Okay, now here we can see the points. I think it's better. Okay, and here we can see, I think it's better for me to stay the next live stream with the new topics, and I think that I would get a time to research about Blaze Metro only, against the Iranian terrorists, because in that moment I have a suspicions on Blaise Metroali, because before of the podcast about the ICC T20 World Cup 2026 versus Nemo virus, here was the podcast about the points to roast the Blaze Metro Valley in the point of MI6. And now, here I have a doubt that what is the probable roles of Blaze Metro Valley. Well, see you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you.